Before I begin this review, I just want to mention a few things. First off, this is my first anime review on this channel. Please give me constructive criticism and feedback in the comment section below. Also in the description there will be various links to help you while I'm going through this review, and I'll be talking about certain things, and you might want to check some of those certain links because I'll be referencing them. Next thing, this is pertaining to the actual anime itself. A lot of people were judging and criticizing this anime before they saw it and saying, oh, the Japanese are doing the American Marvel comments, and I like the way they were. I don't want the Japanese to tamper with them. Before I even review anything, I just want to say, be open-minded and give this a chance. You might like it. It to me, before I even get off reviewing, it's worth giving a shot. Next thing is, this anime, the actual trailer for it, was very misleading, and I feel that Madhouse that was their fault. They made a trailer which didn't really pertain to anything in the story. The trailer was a cyberpunkish post-apocalyptic world where Iron Man was just flying and going about. The villain that appeared in the trailer wasn't even there. I mean, it looked totally different. It looked more darker. It looked really weird and something more original that I really would have liked to see. But this isn't like that. It's set in modern day Tokyo. So, Madhouse, what was going on there? But anyway, is this anime worth watching, or is it just gonna be another Japanese adaptation fail? Yeah, that was a stupid line, I know. Usually I come up with better lines than that, but it's night time. Anyway, just do the fucking review. Hey guys, this is J-Man Seductions on the J Zone, and I'm going to be doing a review of the Iron Man anime, full season anime of 2010. This Iron Man anime started October the 1st and ended December the 17th of last year. It was done by Madhouse Studios, and if you know Madhouse Studios, they're the guys that did greats like Hajime no Ippo and Trigun. Hajime no Ippo is a really great series that I really love and enjoy, and I'll be talking about it later on. In Trigun's a really great hit in America, so Madhouse is responsible for really great stuff. This is a 12 episode series, and it's part of the whole scheme that Madhouse is doing, where they're getting some Marvel series and they're adapting them into their own way. And I trust Madhouse because they do excellent jobs with their things, and I think this is really awesome. The genres that this is in are action, mecha, shonen. All of those genres appeal to me in some way or form, so that's a great thing. If you like those genres, you should give this a try. And also, this is gonna be dubbed and will be showed on G4. So if you want to see this dubbed, because you're used to seeing Iron Man as this sort of cartoonized thing instead of being an anime, I feel, yeah, you should go and see the dub. I mean, Iron Man means a lot to me myself. I mean, from watching the cartoons to playing as him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it would be, for some people, they may prefer to see it in a dub. So that's just a rundown of a few basic things to do with this anime before I get into the actual content. Presentation wise, like I said, this is done by Madhouse Studios, and Madhouse Studios are responsible for many great works. So this is going to be, like I said, high quality. It has opening and ending themes, and the opening and ending themes are not the traditional stuff we may know, like if you're familiar with Naruto, One Piece, all of those shonen anime. They have songs done by popular and prominent J-rock and J-pop bands, but this isn't. This is just an instrumental based anime where the openings and endings both instrumentals, which is good because remember, this is Americanized, this is stuff that's from America, it's Marvel. So if they want to make this stuff appeal to an American audience, they're not going to get J-rock singers for the openings and endings. It only makes sense for it to be instrumentals. So choosing instrumentals, I feel, was a great choice, and I'm currently watching the Wolverine anime and they're taking that direction with it as well. So Madhouse, very smart of you to do that. So I'm in favor of the ending and the opening being like that, and I enjoyed the ending and the opening. Really nice and well animated, fluid. All of the animation and in this anime is fluid, well done, well drawn. It's all high and nice quality. Also, the musical scores to this anime, I think, are, I'll say, decent, because there are some musical scores in anime that are so great and have set the standard up to such a high amount, like Bleach, Naruto and One Piece. All three of the big three have really great soundtracks that just up there, and this anime has decent soundtracks compared to them, because they're the standard that it's set at, and decent soundtracks from this. I really liked it. In the suspense moments, it had some really nice action-packed sort of music where you can, like, it puts you into the mood of it. And then I mean, what was lacking was the OSTs for like the sad moments and the chilled moments, but when it was in the suspense-filled moments, I really liked the instrumental tracks that were playing. So in terms of that, really great. Overall, I really like the presentation. This is probably the biggest strength of this whole anime, is the presentation. Knowing that Madhouse, all of their stuff is really nice and well presented, so it was really a given. So presentation wise, Iron Man just ticks most of the boxes. Now, the story to this anime, overall, I thought was weak. I'm just going to say I thought it was weak, but let me just give you a bit of a synopsis. Tony Stark is going to Japan to produce a new Arc Station and showcase his new Iron Man, which is Iron Man Duo. Iron Man Duo is a prototype armor that's going to replace Iron Man, because Tony Stark, because Tony Stark wants to retire, because, I don't know, he's this crazy bachelor guy who's got a lot of money, so obviously he wants to retire and not be a superhero like he should be. But anyway, yeah, that's a crap story point. And however, Iron Man Duo goes out of control and goes berserk, and basically Tony Stark has to destroy this evil organization, Zodiac, who are behind Iron Man Duo going berserk. So overall, plot wise, I mean, I already pointed out one of the holes in the plot is that Tony Stark wants to retire as Iron Man, and while I think that's a weak plot point as well, it's sort of good, because while, I mean, from watching the cartoons, which are adapted from the comics, I remember Iron Man Tony Stark really loved being what he was. Tony Stark just loved being Iron Man, he loved doing what he wanted to do. He never showed any sign of retiring, from what I remembered. So that was kind of for me, but at the same time, we saw Tony Stark go through pretty great character development. That was one of the great things of the story. He had great character development. You see him regain, like, he tries to regain what made him want to be Iron Man in the first place, and that was a great thing to see. Other story points that I liked was like the episode where there was a kid introduced who Iron Man had to look after for a while, and this was great because Tony Stark, as we all know him, he's this player, he's this rich guy, he's very successful, he doesn't really care, he hits on the ladies, and seeing him having to look after this young child, it put him in a sort of father-like role, and we saw really great character development. They really did, like, if you watch it, you'll see they did some really nice character development for Tony Stark himself, and I applaud Madhouse for doing that. However, where it's weak is that I didn't really get into the story. There were some moments where I was encapsulated into the story and I was like, yes, this is beast, but the rest of it I was just like, not really paying attention. I was just looking away, wondering when the next One Piece episode would come out or something like that. I was looking away and I wasn't too interested. But like some story elements, like there's some decent plot twists. Zodiac was pretty decent, like as a antagonist. There was some great, it was like great story point, and then it was like every step they will take forward, they'll take 2 steps back with the story, which kind of with me, and it kind of put me in and out of it. So story overall was really iffy for me. It was moments of awesomeness, and then the rest just fizzled out. Characters, the characters in this anime, as I said, Tony Stark, great character development. They portrayed him very well. He really suited his role. We had Captain Sagura, who was this awesome kind of samurai-ish guy, and I liked him so much. My favourite character in this whole series. I mean, I want to be like him when I grow up. No, sorry, but like, I really liked him. There was Nanami, who was a reporter. She was nice. She was done well because she was one of the love interests for Tony Stark, and day one when we saw her, Tony Stark was already hitting on her. So she was really, she fulfilled her purpose, and I liked the character as well. There was the Dr. Chika Takanawa, and she was she was like a great friend to Tony Stark. She was very like she's what like Shikamaru is to Naruto. She was who Tony Stark could rely on, which I thought she was a great role as well. And at the same time, she was the love interest as well, and she was I'm not gonna get into spoilery things there, but she was a love interest as well. Like characters, they were really. I liked the main list of characters that were there. I thought they were really interesting. I mean, there are some other noteworthy characters like Nanami's friend, that other reporter guy. He was there for some comedy, but that's about it for characters. They were all decent, portrayed well. They all did their jobs, but my favourite has to be Captain Sagura, because because he's just a pure beast. I would have liked to see him more, but he was my favourite character. Overall, taking the presentation, the story, the characters, the entertainment value, putting that all together, this is a C anime. It deserves a grade C. It had great moments, and then it just had moments where it was just like shot down. Madhouse, presentation wise, it was there, but it was just like, it's a shallow anime. And what I mean by that is it's got the looks, it's got the flair, it's got all of those stuff, but substance and deep down story, not there. It's just not there. And the fights are short. Even though they're entertaining, the fights are really short as well, which doesn't work well when it's an action and it's shonen. So, I mean, it's a C grade. Well, in the end, that was the review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen the anime, give me your thoughts on what you think it's about. Any questions, ask me as well. So anyway, J-Man Productions on the J Zone. Live and learn. Good luck and God bless.